to all of you. I would like to welcome you all in our afternoon session, which we bring on every Saturday, where we bring a lot of news, views, discussion, our opinion, and what is happening in the real estate market right now. I'm pretty sure the show brings you a lot of knowledge, information, as well as excitement because we make sure you meet with fantastic people out there who are the pros in the real estate industry, and not only that, their experience, their suggestions, their thought process helps a lot many thousands of people, I would say, to make their personal, professional, and financial life better, because real estate is one of the field where you can make a lot of money. Either you are working as a realtor or you are working as an investor. Come what may, there is no chance of losing money if you really don't make a blunder. So this is one of an amazing profession which I personally feel is a wonderful blessing for all of us as we are in this profession. And I personally feel, first of all, working in real estate and working real estate in Canada is icing on cake. So it really brings a lot of wealth, happiness, and prosperity, not only among the realtor community, but as well in the investor community as well. So I would like to welcome Kamal Tomar as well. As you know, Kamal joins me every week, and he participates in all the discussion what we talk about real estate industry. So Kamal, a very good afternoon to all of you. How are you today?
I'm good, Raman. A very good afternoon to everyone. It's the weather is really amazing from last 2 days, so enjoying weather from the amazing view of office.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And hey, Kamal, I know you are quite young. You're what, 23, 24, 25? What's your age?
So very recently, I gave someone my real age, and they said you're lying. So I don't know what to say now.
Because this is what is our topic of discussion today. When I was 25, when you were 25, at that time, I'm not too sure. I can tell you myself, I had a lot of aspiration. I had a lot of dreams. But the
Mhm.
biggest challenge which I face among the youth today, when you talk to them, okay, what's your dream? They don't have an answer. Sometimes it's very surprising. I was very outspoken about my dreams. I was very outspoken about my aspirations. And maybe either they don't know or maybe they're shy. But I don't find both these reasons very logical. What do you think about it? How are you when you were in your age like 20,
Okay.
25?
To be very honest, Raman, when I started my career after finishing my masters in Mumbai from Mumbai, first couple of years were more of a fun enjoyment, thinking that okay, we just finished your masters now. I joined Nestle, and Nestle was like one of the top companies in India. So, but the real thing started when I got my real manager or mentor, because uh, definitely it's a very normal thing to be very I think casual at that age. You're earning and then you don't know how to go about it. But the moment I got the mentors, and they made me think, they gave me direction that no, you have to plan something. That's where the thing started. I will be very honest, I was never so planned, never so organized. I was never so vision oriented. The entire thing, I will say the entire credit for now what I am goes to the people who actually groomed me in my initial years, of my career.
Yeah. Kamal, there are two things which I want to make. I wish if I could have got a chance to go in my past, I would love to make those two things a little bit differently. Though I have no regrets of my life, because you know what, I really enjoyed all the process, whatever I have done until today, and I personally feel it's a true blessings that we are. Working hard, especially during COVID. Like, if somebody is saying, during COVID, I was busy, I think that is the biggest blessings of life, right?
Absolutely.
When I was in that age, like 24, 25, I don't know, Kamal, I was very aspiring. I was very kind of encouraging to myself. And I really wanted to achieve so many milestones. Uh, yes, two things which I wanted to tell you, like, one, I always wished I would have got some good mentorship. I don't know, either I was too busy or maybe I couldn't really get an opportunity. I feel like it's my own fault. And second thing, which I would like to make it better, I wish I would have started reading books in my early age. I did it like 2 3 years before, but I wish I would have read a couple of good books, or maybe made them my friends uh, when I was like around 2021. I used to read books, but mostly just to clear the exams. Perfect. So, Kamal, we have some interesting and amazing guests with us today as well. Uh, I would give you an opportunity today to introduce our guest. So, who is the first guest which we are inviting today?
So, first guest with us is he himself is very energetic, very enthusiastic, and very successful in our industry, I would say. And he is an entrepreneur, and he is involved in many businesses, and very recently joined hands with us. And now he is really looking to grow people with him, and he is none other than Sadiq. And Sadiq Muhammad, he joined us a couple of months back. uh, Hi, Sadiq.
Hi everybody. Hi Raman. Hi Kamal. How are you guys doing?
Sadiq, fantastic. Sadiq, I think you have to change the direction of your laptop.
Direction.
I think the light on the screen is little bad, and it's not really showing your picture very clear. So maybe
I'll, I'll put the blind down so it will be okay.
that's there you go. There you go. Perfect. So Kamal, uh,
Yeah.
thank you for such a wonderful introduction, and this is what I always admire about Sadiq, his entrepreneurship, and I think having an entrepreneurial mindset is the best thing that can happen to you. So, Sadiq, we would like to welcome you on the show, and I would request you to give a brief introduction about yourself so that our viewers can know a little bit more about you.
Well, thank you so much, Raman. I heard your introduction yourself. I know your story since you came into Canada, and many more like ourselves came into this country and struggled in an initial period, and then went on to be a successful citizen of this country, right? And my story is not different. I came in '89, and back then in '89 the things were different, the society was different and everything. We struggled a lot initially, and but then again after the struggle we find our way, a little bit here, a little bit there, and finally doing a little bit here and there. I was always leaning toward the business. I have this entrepreneurship from my family. My father used to own restaurants in Mumbai. Now it is Mumbai, back then it was Bombay. So I have that in my blood. It naturally came into me. I never liked to work for anybody. So finally, I bought my first home in 2004 in Mississauga, a semi-detached, and I bought from a real estate agent who was very good at the time. And after so we started looking for the houses, and I was a new buyer. I was very scared and I was very nervous, as usual happens, right? And then I bought my first house, and then I was having this meeting with this gentleman of the real estate agent after about the house, and then why he told me you have a very good personality and you can be a very good successful a real estate agent. So that's where it came into my mind. I should think about becoming a real estate agent. Finally, I got my license in 2007, and after that. Everything became initially I struggled a lot for first 2 years in the real estate industry. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, so first 2 year was very full of struggle, because I joined Remax, thinking that Remax is a big company, so success would not be a problem, but the problem is like the same lack of information and the training for the new agents still exists in our industry, and that's where I like uh, the model of Max, how they treat the new agent, and they mostly hire the new agent to make them successful. So that's where I started. Then I started my own journey. After 2 years, I found my own way to do marketing of myself, and it has been really successful journey so far. I made a lot of beautiful people on the way. They became my customer, my clients, and they become my friends, family friends. and so forth, so on and so forth. And here I am right now. I just joined you guys after being in the same office, Remax office, for last 14 years. I opened my own brokerage as a franchisee with you guys, and I'm so excited and hope to grow with the family. And along with me, there will be a lot of people coming out with me. They'll be growing as new agents, and hopefully, we'll be able to make a lot of success stories in the coming future.
That's great, Sadiq. I'm very impressed with one thing, that your realtor, he guided you to come into this profession. I have seen like many times realtor, they think, oh, he's my client. If I bring him into profession, then he's gonna be my competitor, and he will not be buying the house from me. You know what? Something I'll tell you interesting. Majority of the people working in Team Save Max, they were our clients, and I brought them into the industry wherever I saw somebody who has the capabilities and the qualities. I made sure I forced them to do the real estate course and bring them on board.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, you know Naveed, right? Naveed is my broker of record in my office, right?
Absolutely.
He's I sold his condominium almost 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
He was a very good client of mine, and he became a family member, and he became a very good friend of mine. And now here he is working with me in my own brokerage as a broker of record. So I think it's just we just have to keep bringing people in, smart, able people into the industry, so they can serve the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's really great, Sadiq. And I'm really impressed. Now, what I want to know from you is, like, you have opened up a franchise for SaveMax, and I have seen your office, such a beautiful office, very warm, welcoming office. There are a lot many realtors who are looking for the right platform. So give me your office location, give me your office address, and so that the realtors, they can approach you. And I would also like to have your phone number so that people can get in touch with you.
Absolutely, Raman. Like, we opened our franchisee, brokerage at the time when the pandemic was on full on, the lockdown was full on, and we could not really. We were so frustrated. We were so excited, as you know, you were there. We wanted to bring in a lot of friends and a lot of our own clients to come in and join the celebration of our opening, but unfortunately we couldn't do it. But as you know, we did a Zoom celebration, and there were a lot of people joined in on Zoom, including the mayor of Mississauga, Miss Crombie, and here we are. It's been almost 1.5 months right now. We have hired a few agents, and it is located at 2595 Skymark Avenue. It is pretty much between Dixie and 427, in the middle, at Eglinton and basically Dixie. It is a beautiful office, as you have been there already, and I would love all of my SaveMax family members to come in and join us when the situation gets better. And we are excited. We have already hired a few agents, and a few more are on the way. And I would really encourage people who are new and not really successful agents in the real estate, and they can join us, and we will do our best, work hard on them, and force them to become a successful within a short period of time. As you know, Raman, my take on the real estate agents has been that we have approximately 60 to 65,000 real estate agents in GTA area, and 85%, 80 to 85% of them not even making $60,000 a year. And that is a shame. I think real estate is a business where people can use their potential to earn as much as possible. They just need the real push, mentorship, and a good training to move forward and become a successful. And then that, I think, joining with you guys had made me easier to help more unsuccessful agents to make them successful within a short period of time with our experience and expertise in real estate industry for last 14, 15 years.
Oh, that's great. And I think that's the vision we share. Sadiq. We want to make sure we bring this success to a lot many other people. And that is the journey we are on. So Sadiq, would you be kind enough to share your phone number as well?
My phone number is 647-550-4044. Again, 647-550-4044. You can call me anytime you guys want. if anybody's interested,
You got a phone call, Sadik.
I just
called you.
somebody already called me.
The moment you shared your phone number,
Yeah.
somebody called you.
We're moving too fast, Raman. That will be too difficult for me,
So I think this is the number, Sadik, 647-550-4044. So guys, Sadik is in process of expanding his wonderful team. He's an amazing team leader, and the way SaveMax specialist is progressing, you don't want to miss this opportunity. And the office is very conveniently located on 2595 Skymark Avenue, which is just very close to Dixie, if I'm not wrong, in Mississauga, which is one of the best location. And you can see the beautiful office. I saw the blinds coming down with the remote and all that. That was really impressive, Sadiq. I wish I would have those kind of fancy blinds at my office too.
Let me tell you this, Raman. My office is located at a beautiful location, and I don't know how it happened, but it happened. We got a really good office to start with. It's close to 401, close to 427, close to Mississauga. It's right at the border of Etobicoke and Dixie. If you are coming from Brampton to our office, it takes merely 10 minutes. Any direction you're coming to our office is merely take 10 to 15 minutes. So people live anywhere. Any agents who wants to join us, they can basically just come in and join us. The commuting would not be a problem for them at all.
That's great. So Sadiq, thank you very much for joining with us today, guys. Sadiq owns SaveMax Specialist, which is on 2595 Skymark Avenue, Mississauga. As Sadiq told, it's one of a very strategic location, I would say. And the phone number one more time is 647-550-4044. Thank you, Sadiq, for joining us today.
That's great, guys. Thank you, Mr. Raman. Thank you, Kamal. I really appreciate
Thanks,
the
Sadiq.
opportunity, and hopefully we'll see you around soon.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Kamal, that was interesting. Sadiq actually has shared some wonderful information. But you know what? People always have that impression that SaveMax is working in Ontario. We are very strong in Ontario. What do you want to say about that?
No, we are strong, no doubt about that, and we are getting stronger. That is again, no doubt about that, and we'll get more stronger again, no doubt about that. But the way we are growing here, we were able to expand ourselves and have our strong foothold in different provinces as well, and one of them is Alberta. And if I have to talk about Alberta, definitely we started from Edmonton, then we moved on to Calgary. And now in fact, the clients over there and other people can see the foothold. We are actually having a very strong foothold, and the credit goes to the team over there. Very aggressive team, very enthusiastic. The good part about that team is that they are open to learn and deliver at the same time. So I have a very strong team lead, a strong person who joined us around almost 6 months now. And his name is Harry Grewal, and he is one of our flag bearer in Calgary. So definitely not wasting time, I would like to invite him here as well. And Harry himself is very, I would say, aggressive in a positive way. Like, he's very process oriented, and he's a go-getter kind of a person. Welcome, Harry.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're hearing me right.
Yes, Harry, we can definitely hear you right. And what I would request you, if you can just put your phone a little bit away from you so that when I bring you on a triple screen, your face is quite visible. You have such a dashing personality. And I really like your smile, Harry, always. And guys, let me introduce Harry in a little different way. I have seen many people who dream to be a leader, but don't possess those qualities. As far as Harry is concerned, he is one of the guys who I always admire for his true leadership. The way he's building up his team, the way he is encouraging his team members. I think in a short span of time, like I think 4 or 5 months only, he has built up such a strong team. Not only that, guys, I feel really very happy when I see those people getting successful. So, Harry, I would like to welcome you on show. How is the weather over there in Calgary?
The weather is pretty good. Like, it's 22 degrees and it's very nice here. Yeah.
That's great to know. So, guys, Harry is the flag bearer of Team SaveMax in Calgary. And Harry, would you like to share a little bit about your team and how many transactions you have done and how the things are going in Calgary?
Like, we have a team of 4 realtors, and They are all doing pretty good. Like last month, we closed 15 transactions, and all of my realtors are new, and they are not only new, they're new to the city. They don't know anybody here. Jatin moved from Dubai. Gurmeer moved from Medicine Hat. So they have no established network here. But still, we are able to do pretty good last month. And if we gross, if we have a gross, will be around 15 to 20 million last month. And that's a huge number in Calgary. And so when my realtor came to me, they are very nervous that what is it a right step? How will they be successful? So I will always tell them that it's a system you need to follow, because everybody has some ideas that they will do this and that. But I always tell them, just follow the system and see how the system works for you. After that, you can bring your inputs. And as Raman told me that my leadership, I always believe that leadership should be as a servant leadership. I know it sounds like oxymoron, but for my brokerage, my clients are my realtor, and I have to serve them. So my duty is to serve my realtors. I should be available for them every minute when they call. I call them back, and if they need mentorship, I'm always there to support them and guide them. And plus, I always take guide from Raman ji, Sachin ji, because you already done this for such a long time, and I know that for business it take time, it take effort. But if you follow the system dedicatedly, like you know what you are doing, and you doing your service honestly, and once you start liking it, nobody can stop you. My realtor, somebody talked to me that at night they are doing the transactions in their sleep. I said that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. That means you're on the right track and you're enjoying that thing. Yeah.
I absolutely love that part, Harry, and this is what I always admire about you. First of all, you have such a wonderful smile. Before we go further, Kamal, I would like to mention a few of the people here. I know Anish Narang has a question from Montreal. He's saying, are we available in Montreal? Anish, we are very soon planning to open up offices in Montreal as well as in Ottawa, and Kamal is aggressively working on to that. One of my very good friend, Adarsh Tiwari, he's joined us on the show as well. And he's sending us over his blessings so that we can go on Mars one day. And I'm pretty sure that's achievable. We can definitely do that. Let's hope Elon Musk, is able to send human beings on Mars, and then we definitely are going to do some collaboration with him. There are some more people who are there. Minu, I can see Komal Nanda, Rashid Den. A lot many people have joined. Kevin Murray, all these youngsters. I really love their energy. They are full. Their abundance of energy, I would say. So, Harry, where is our office in Calgary? And if somebody wants to join our team in Calgary, what number they should contact us?
They can contact me at 403-889-5757. And we are located at 1925 18th Avenue. It is very centralized location, though it is located in northeast, but is like in central to every quadrant, like northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, just a 10 minutes drive. Yeah.
Perfect. And it's a beautiful office out there, Harry. And I think the location is one of the best location over there in Calgary. So there are many people who wants to become part of a system, as you rightly said, Harry. If there is already a system, you need to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
If there's already an existing system which is helping you to become successful, and many times I proudly say, guys, SaveMax has broken that norm of the industry, where industry was working on an average of 10% success rate in realtors. We have 90% success rate. And Harry, these are the stories which are true testimony to our system, where you have new realtors in your team, and you are telling me that you have closed 15 transactions, and this is just like the start of the journey, I would say. And
yes.
I know all the realtors in our team, they are brand new, and they all are doing like 5 to 7 transactions, and that too in Calgary's market, which is considered as a very slow market. If that would have been in Toronto, I wouldn't have got impressed, because we have team members here who do like 10 transactions. But doing 5 transactions on an average by one team member in Calgary, I think it really speaks a lot about your leadership. So guys, if you have any friends, family members who wants to buy, or sell the property or make some investments, you need to know Harry's phone number, which is 413-889-5757. So, Kamal, your take onto this.
Raman, as I mentioned that because I have been working with Harry from day one, like we met in Calgary, and his positive attitude is something that always impressed me. That he always takes things very positively, and he is very goal oriented. Like he kept his numbers intact, and now is the time where he's delivering. And the good part is like he's delivering with the brand new team. So I would say the same message what you have. We are expanding across Calgary, across other cities in Alberta. Definitely, people looking to join as a realtor, either you can contact Harry on 403-889-5757. And very soon we will be conducting a couple of seminars, couple of events. We are just waiting for COVID to get over, and probably we will be meeting many people over there in Calgary as well.
That's great, Harry. So, Harry, thank you very much for joining us for today's session. And your participation has brought an extra dose of smile to us, which I really appreciate that. I wish I would have a smile like you. Believe me, it's really a $1 million smile which you carry.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So thank you, Harry, for joining us. I would request you one more time, please share your phone number so that any realtor who wants to become part of our team in Calgary, they can reach Harry.
Yeah, my phone number is 403-889-5757. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you, Harry. Thank you for joining us for today, and we wish you good luck.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Kamal, I am really impressed with both of these leaders, the way they are carrying their teams, the way they are building up their infrastructure. And you know what? They both carry the same vision. They want to create success for others. And I think this is what the beauty which we carry in SaveMax. So how about that 25-year of age story, Kamal? Kamal, I would love to introduce a couple of youngsters who are part of our team, because today this is a strong message to all the parents. Many times parents, they have dream. They want their kids to be successful, but what they miss is the direction. What to do, how to do, where to do. Before we talk about that, I would love to introduce our two young guns who are part of our show today. The first person I would like to bring on board is Fazal. Hey Fazal, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very fantastic. Fazal, how is it going?
Good. Everything going well.
Great. So guys, let me tell you, Fazal is not only a wonderful realtor, he is an amazing cricketer as well. Am I right, Fazal?
Yeah, thank you.
What do you do? You do bowling, you do batting, or what do you do?
Everything. All rounder.
Oh, you're an all-rounder.
Yeah.
And with that, you do real estate.
Yes.
Great. So Fazal, I would love to hear from you what's your journey and how you are doing as a realtor, because there are a lot many youngsters like you.
Yeah.
And many times I was facing this issue again and again. When I go and talk to youngsters and I ask them what you want to do, what is your dream, what you want to become, what you want to make your career, and they are clueless. They don't know.
Yeah.
Everybody tells me only one thing: I want to be successful. When you ask them what is success, they don't know what is success.
True.
So I know you are very clean and clear on your vision, and
Yeah.
you have been an amazing success story in such an early age. So your story is going to inspire a lot many other people.
Yeah.
So tell me something about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Fazal. I started my real estate journey with SaveMax. It was my broker to join. I started my training. I joined about a year and a half ago. But honestly, right from the day one, I was very clear about where I want to go because I was shown the path. It's like you have a car, but if you don't have the right highway, like you can take a Ferrari on a street, you have to take it on a highway, and that's where it's going to perform its best. So when I joined the training I got, so the path was very clear to me that, hey, this is where I want to go and this is how I want to go, because I was shown that. If I was not shown all that part, I would just be like wandering here and there, because I have a couple of friends too. Like, this is a real story. I'm not, here to basically boast about me or like anything. So, we all graduate from college. We all work in our careers. Then we switch to real estate. So now they join different brokerages, and even before they join their brokerages, they would call me up and ask me about SaveMax and all that. And then I give the honest opinion, hey, this is how we work and this is what we do and all that, because like they see me on Facebook doing this, doing that, and basically promoting real estate. So like and like anyways, they didn't end up like coming here. And basically, I'm talking about two of my friends. So like they didn't come here. They like joined the other brokerages. I'm not gonna name them. And then like a month in there, they call me and have questions. Hey, how do you do this? How do you get this signed the BRA and all that? I'm like, don't you guys get like trained on that? Okay, so then ask your broker of record, and he's like, no, they're too busy. I don't know this form. I don't know that form. So that in itself tells me like I'm not an expert, and it's only been like a year and a half for me. But them calling me and asking me about all this, that like that tells me that I've been doing something right, which they are missing. So I guess, the way I got trained right from the beginning and the platform I was given, I think that has really helped me where I'm today.
That's great. That's great. And for a lot many youngsters, they look towards you as the role model, and that is, I think, a true inspiration to them. And it will definitely help a lot many youngsters to join this wonderful profession. How old are you, Fazal? You look like 18, man.
No, I just turned 27. I just turned 27, like few days ago.
Yeah, and guys, there are many parents actually who are watching our show today, Fazal,
Yeah,
uh, and they want their kids to do something amazing in their life. And I think we all are going on a journey towards entrepreneurship, which I think, in true senses, brings the real pleasure, the real success, and the real, I would say, name, fame, and money. Everything you get in real estate. What else you
e-
want?
exactly. It gives you everything, like, time freedom. You could manage your own time. Like, you could make as much as you want. You can be your own boss. So, like, what else do you want?
Excellent, excellent. That's great. So, Kamal, these stories are very inspiring. I'm really like very impressed. Like 27 years of age, and Fazal is doing almost 30 to 40 transactions a year. And the best part is he's getting trained to become a team leader. And this is what I think I love about SaveMax system. Our next guest on the show today is another inspiration. I know his story from the day one. And you know what? I love this guy from the bottom of my heart because I don't want to tell you why I love him. Just hear what he wants to share with you. So I would like to welcome Utsav Kohli. Utsav, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm good. How are you doing?
Pretty fantastic. I hope you're not driving.
No, I'm not driving. I've parked my car. So
Uh,
I was at the showings. Yeah. So I'm parked right now.
you know what? This is what the beauty of the SaveMax system is. Look at the dedication. Look at the commitment that Utsav is on showing, but he wants to share his message. He wants to tell other people like what they can do in their life. So, also, your story is very interesting. I don't want to, uh, uh, be, I would say, be an stepping stone into it. So, I would love to hear from you. Tell me something about yourself.
Okay. So I would love to share my story. So I started my career of real estate in 2016 and 16 so I'll just share. So from 2011 till 2015, I was at Brock University, so I was studying sales and marketing. And after that, so I didn't know that what I'm going to do exactly in sales and marketing, but I was studying. And after graduating, I started work at Bell Canada. Okay, I did my door-to-door sales as well. I did internal sales as well. But again, what you can do, the max you can do, there's a limit. You can grow more than that. Okay, and after that, I met Sachin and you, and because my dad used to know you guys, and you guys, means my dad introduced, and after that, like within a few months, Okay, and I started real estate, and you called me, and you like, okay, so you can come over, and you showed me the whole aspect of real estate, and you showed me everything, and I was new to it. It was like I was just 23 years old at that point, and I was like, being 23 years old, how I'm gonna do real estate? Okay, who's gonna trust me? Who's gonna sell houses through me? Okay, I don't think so I can do this. Okay, and plus I never had any sales experience, except 1 year of bell experience, that's all. And after that, you told me what to do, what how to start it. Okay, and I did cold call, I even did the staging as well. I learned that how this things work. Rather than just jumping into sales, I at least try to learn the whole aspect of real estate, and that took me at least 6 months. Okay, and after that, I think in 2016 September, I got my license. And from 16 till 21 right now, it's almost 5 years in real estate. First 2 3 years, it's very challenging. Okay, because first of all, you're young. Okay, people literally don't trust you. Okay, it's not like they don't want to trust you, it's like you don't have sales experience. There are a lot of realtors outside. Okay, and they want some experienced realtors, okay, to work for them. And at that point, I was facing challenges. Okay, but again, the thing is, you have to work for it. Okay, there are two ways: either you start working for yourself, or you just quit. There are two ways only. Okay, and I just learned the first way. I never learned the second way, which is to quit. I was like, everyone started. Okay, and at that point, even Raman sir, you also started your journey. You also faced so many challenges, but again, the way you're doing right now, and the level you are on right now, is totally different. Okay, so definitely that inspires everyone. So I was like, why can't I do it? Okay, so yes, a lot of things came up in my mind that I want to quit, I can't do it. No one's giving me business, this and that. But eventually 2019 2020 was very good year for me. I did good amount of sales. Okay, 21 is going very, very good for me. Okay, and at that point, I was under Lalit sir. Okay, and he taught me everything. Okay, so this is how you should do, and he showed me everything from scratch, from A to Z, where I'm right now just cause of him. And he was a big a mentorship system for me, and he showed me the entire real estate, how it works. And now I'm doing the same to my team members. Now I'm a team leader, and I have a team of 16 people, and now I'm doing the same. Okay,
Sorry, sorry,
I'm
sorry. Sir. Hold on a second.
yes.
What did you say? How many team members you have?
I have 16 team members, including myself, so 15, you can say.
One
Yes.
six.
1 6, yes.
Wow, that's amazing, Utsav. That's something people should hear one more time, I think. So you are 4 years in the real estate industry. You
Yeah.
are 27 years of age, and you
Yeah.
have a team of 16 team members out there who you
Yes.
are mentoring, and you are guiding them to become a success story like yourself.
Yes.
How do you feel about yourself, Utsav?
See, to be honest, I feel so happy. Okay, at this point now, first 2 3 years, like 2016 17 18, those are the years where I want to make money. Okay, and I want to survive, I want to do a lot of things. But at this point, I still want money. It's not like I don't want money, but money is a second priority now. First priority is something else for me. The challenges I faced, I know, in my team members, there are a lot of young people. They are facing the same challenges, and I know how I survived, and I teach them the same thing. Okay, and money will come. That's the byproduct that will come the more you work for yourself, and you will eventually earn more money. That's not an issue. But the thing is, you have to be focused in the right direction. Okay, that's where people lack. They just don't able to focus for a very long time. Within like few, you can say, few months, they want a lot of things, but this is now it happens. Okay, you need to spend time. So this is what I do to my team members. Saturday Sunday, when I meet them, I show them like how I struggled. Now where am I right now, and what I have done differently. So same things I teach them. That's why, so those people are doing well in their business as well. So this is what I'm happy about, that I can mentor someone, and further those people can do the same to their team members eventually in future. So I feel happy with that.
That's great. And Utsav, just want to let you know. Do you know how many realtors in the industry dream to build a team when they are 45 or 50 years of age? And I know a lot many teams out there, and there are some of them they are senior than me in the real estate industry. And when it was the time when I joined real estate industry, they were in the profession, and today when I look towards them, I don't see too many people who are handling 16 people team. And I think if your team next year will be doing almost 250 to 300 transactions,
For
how do
sure.
you feel when you meet your friends who were working with you 3 or 4 years before? Or did you lose all of them?
That's a different thing.
I have a question
No,
here
that's just,
to Utsav.
Yeah.
Utsav,
yes.
a little different question. What I see,
Okay.
you are really doing fantastic, and everything is going great with you. But what I see, there was a time where I think your dad or someone from your family played a very crucial role for you to say that at least try this, right? So my point is, youngsters sometimes when they sometimes all this happens that you listen to parents and sometimes you don't. But here you are today. Is that definitely like someone from your family said, Utsav, you should be trying this. As you said, you were hitting a road in a different profession. So don't you think that part, that decision making or that mentoring is also important? Sometimes even, at that age of say 20 to 23 or 25, you miss to listen to that part when someone is telling you, especially from the family, that why don't you try and listen to other person, so in your case I feel that was also a very important decision making factor.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. So basically, what happened was when I was in my university time, right, in Brock. So my dad told me, "So don't go in sales and marketing. It's a very stressful job, okay? And there's a target, set targets. You have to achieve this and that. So just don't do it." Because he's in sales from past, you can say almost 30 years, and he has seen all the stress going on in that. Okay, so I was like, okay, I'll try my best. But at the end, I'm his son. I have the same blood, so I'm almost the same aggressive as him. So I was like, okay, I'll try. But I tried, but eventually I didn't like any other field. I was like, okay, I'll just come in sales. And after that, when I joined Bell Canada, so obviously, as I told before, there's a limit. Okay, you can go above the limit. Okay, and I was doing pretty okay. Okay, I won't say very good, but pretty okay because it was my first year. But again, when he met Raman sir and Sachin sir, and they said, okay, why don't like Utsav join us and he can start his career in real estate. And then he's like, okay, Utsav, if you just want to do sales in your life, why don't you just do the best? And after the real estate, there's nothing best in Canada so far. So just do your best. So and but again, I listened to him and I was like, I'll do it. I don't have any problem, but I don't have any you can say any experience in this field. He's like, definitely, even though when my dad started in sales, he never had any experience, but after 30 years he was at different stage. So it's like you have to spend more time, and the main thing is not about the time, it's about the right mentors. So that's what I was worried about, who's gonna teach me. Okay, because what I heard was, people even don't teach, in real estate, they don't even have time, they don't want to teach you, they want to see you grow. So but luckily, I found the best mentor, Mr. Lalit Batla, and he showed me everything, like he showed me literally everything from ABC, like everything. And that's why I have that respect for him, that where he taught me everything. And I'm doing the same to my team members, because they are dependent on me at up to a certain level, and where I want to help them. So the same way I was dependent on him, and now I'm doing my like business individually. Okay, but again, I have a big amount of respect for him. So yes, my dad guided me the path, that this is the right path. Now then I met Lalit sir, Raman sir, and Sachin sir. They guided me how to be perfect in real estate. So at every stage I was meeting some right people. Okay, and maybe that was my, fate, luck, you can say anything. But I was very happy. So if everything went well for me, so I will think the same for my team members as well, and this is what I'm passing on to my team members now.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
Kamal, I think you touched a very important point over there. See, and this is a very loud and clear message for parents. Many times, and this is what I was talking when we started the show, many times you have to take charge with your kids, especially youngsters. Like Utsav's dad I still remember, like, his dad was our client. We bought him a house, and
Yes.
when the time came, Sachin actually went and had a discussion with his dad and said, you know what, I think you are a youngster. We can really polish this diamond, because they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of enthusiasm, but you know what, they lack the right direction. And I think today I feel proud when I see a 27-year-old guy who himself is a success story, and I'm pretty sure, like, all his friends who were working, like, were with him in during his college days and all this stuff. Today, when they see towards him, they see him as a role model. They see, like, Utsav drive a beautiful Mercedes car. He's like Yankee Panky, of course, like 27-year-old guy, wearing dashing glasses and all this. I always feel like, inspired with these guys. And I have actually bought some of the Yankee glasses. I requested them to, if I can borrow, but they refused, because you know what, they're so fascinated, right? Right, Utsav?
That's true. Sometimes it's cool, man.
Yeah, no, it is good to be cool. Utsav,
Yeah.
how do you feel
Yes.
personally, yourself, when you see your friends and when you see yourself? What's the I would not say any comparison, but you know what, you might be feeling proud, because today, when your dad hear from other people, you know what, Utsav is a success story, he might be feeling proud.
See, honestly, let me tell you honest example. Like in my own team, I have my very good friend. His dad, like he's in my team. So what I feel proud is like my friends trust me this much that they are at this point that they're telling their parents that to join Utsav, even though my age is like I'm 28 right now and they are 50s, but I don't mind with that. Okay, there's no age to learn. Okay, you can learn at any age, but what I feel proud is that they trust me this much now that they are guiding their parents. Okay, go under him and he will guide you. So that's the big amount of respect I have for my friends. And now, like a lot of my friends, they are in mortgages, they're in real estate. They ask me, they call me. Like in my own team, I have 6 of my own friends who are real estate agents, and they all started their journey with Save Max as I did 5 years ago. So just cause they see me, they see my success, that I am doing best, and that's why they're trusting me more. And that's why I'm more very active on social media, because a lot of my Brock friends and my high school friends, they see me, and they and I want to show them, if I can do it, a lot of people can do it. Okay, there's no challenges. Okay, means there are challenges, but in a long term you won't feel a lot of challenges. But yes, you have to means you do your best. So this is what I do. And at this point, I'm so happy that my friends trust me, they talk to me, and they get advice. Even though me and my friends, we have done investments together, they are so means though they so you can say they so trust me very well, that they are okay to invest with me as well. So there are a lot of things are happening now, but again in future a lot of good things will start happening again.
Perfect, perfect. That's great, Ilsa. Thank
Yeah.
you very much for joining. And I think your story is definitely going to inspire many youngsters to come and join this wonderful profession. And thank you for joining us today. You carry on with your showing. We love you.
Thank you, Raman sir. Thank you, Kamal.
Fazal, thank you very much for joining for today's show. And your story is definitely going to inspire a lot many youngsters, especially who play cricket.
Definitely,
So it's
definitely.
a message for them. You can play cricket, you can play good cricket, and you can be an entrepreneur like Fazal and Utsav. They are doing amazing job, and I love these youngsters. Thank you, Fazal, for joining us for today.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Fazil.
Kamal, isn't that interesting? Like, I'm really amazed to see, like, 26 years, 27-year-old guys coordinating team of 16, and they have like around 40, 50 years youngsters in their team. And Utsav is really doing incredible job, guys. If you want to become part of his team, don't hesitate to get in touch with him. This guy, I always admire him for his thought clarity, for his willingness to help others. And you know what? He always have that long-term objective. There are not too many people which I see who carry the same thought process as he does. So I think these guys are doing really incredible job And I always tell my team members, guys, don't hesitate to share what you got in SaveMax system. And I think that is what they are doing. So, Kamal, we have another interesting stories. I know, like these two are the youngster boys and all this stuff. So, girls might be feeling a little disappointed. How is that? Am I right or wrong?
No. That's not at all possible. So because we have a young and dynamic entrepreneurs working with us, and of course she is like I would say powerhouse of energy, because even if she is like, I truly admire her when she is even not well. She is in the business. I mean, directly or indirectly, she is guiding people. And although it should not be the case, health should be the priority, but she's still able to manage and balance that out. And everyone admire her energy, and especially young entrepreneur doing amazing business and inspiring so many. And she is none other than Lashika. So I think we have her.
Oh, you're talking about Rashika, Kamal? I didn't know that.
She's just
I
a year,
wanted to throw that as a
she's just a year
surprise.
elder to me, so that's okay. But still,
Uh-huh. What is that? What is written there at the back, Lashika? Many times, you write those crazy things. High expectations are the key to everything. When did you start thinking like me?
That was the goal.
Lashika always come and tease me. I am the kind of parent, like if your son or daughter brings 99, I'm not bothered about those 99, but they got in the exams. I'm more bothered about that 1% which they lost in the exam.
Exactly. That was the exact thought I had in mind when I was putting this up.
And Raman, not you. I mean, it goes with me. Like at times, many of my team members, they say, "Why don't you look that 99 things which we have done good? You just see that one thing which has went wrong." I said, "Yeah, because I want the perfection to be there, and it doesn't satisfy us." So, but that's the way to grow. I believe.
Guys, this thing only a mentor or a teacher or a parent can understand, or a father can understand, to be very frank. But Lashika, I know you as an young woman, as a young entrepreneur, and I always love your thought process. I always love your fighting spirit, because you always want to prove why is wrong.
I want to prove myself right. I don't want to prove them wrong, but you rightly said yes.
I know, girls so many times says, girls rule and boys rule, something like that.
See, it's the competitive world we're out there. But first of all, thank you so much for having me here today. It is actually amazing hearing all these success stories, and I feel even more proud that amongst all these boys, amongst all these men, especially in this profession where everybody says out there, real estate is not for females, real estate is not for women, it's not for girls. There's so many different stories out there, so many good and bad, but I feel really proud being into this profession and being successful into this profession. I remember, Mr. Raman, I came to this country almost 10 years ago, and I came as a student on a study permit, and I wanted to do accounting. I wanted to be a CPA. I went to Sheridan, then I went to York, and I did my 4 years degree from there. But I had a mentor. I had my uncle, who's like a fatherly figure to me, who kept on telling me, somewhere directly, indirectly, he never demotivated me towards studying, towards accounting, towards CPA. As you just said, if I even get 99, he'll be like, where did you lose that one, Mark? But somewhere he kept talking to me about being an entrepreneur, about being into the profession of real estate, because he himself is in real estate. He kept
Who is Canadian uncle, first of all, tell me?
I'll tell you that later. How about we keep that for an end?
Okay.
So he kept on sharing these stories with me. He kept on telling me what more I can do. Whatever expectation I had, he always pushed me towards having higher expectations. So that's why I know when I'm sharing my story today, I wanted to bring this quote, because I learned it from him that for example, if I do something, I did a deal, I'll be very happy that last month I did this much. He'll be like, that's okay, but your goal should be bigger, where you should have done this much. So that always kept pushing me. And even after doing 4 years of studying at York, one day, I was like, actually, he's right. let's just get into this. And it's not been too long. I became a realtor in end of 2017. I mainly started doing sales in 2018. And I can probably say that I did over 250 transactions last year. So again, it's been, yes, it's been an amazing journey with the team.
Come on, what did she say?
So see, I have a bottle in my hand. Let me have some water.
Yes, it's not the team. It's the team. It's with the entire group of SaveMax. It's with all these agents that we have here. It's a big team and a very, very competitive team that we have here. But we are a very good support to each other. They helped me, I helped them, and we were able to do over 250 transactions in 2020, which was actually a pandemic year too.
That's quite impressive, Lashika. And I think in such a young age, and giving a strong message out there to young girls out there that what, we can do it as well. Like, real estate is not for the boys only.
Absolutely not. And I, one point which
I personally feel female and the young girls can do fantastic in this profession.
Absolutely.
You know what? This profession belongs to you guys, and I always admire, and I proudly say, and this is what my dream always is, I want at least 50% of my team members to be female realtors. Not only that, even at the corporate level, I want 50% of my team to be the young female entrepreneurs.
Absolutely. Just like Utsav was saying, being young, somebody has to buy a house or somebody has to invest in a property. It's a big decision. And he rightly said that being so young, as much as people want to believe you, seeing what you have done, there is a little bit of hesitation that, are they experienced enough? Will they be able to guide us? What do they know about mortgages? What do they know about savings? What do they know about investing? But I can proudly say that I am at a point, I'm still under 30, but I am at a point where investors do trust me. It's only a phone call away. I call them, I tell them, yes, this is a good project. This is where you should put your money. And they actually trust us now. So it's not about being young. It's about what you have done, where you have reached, and how much knowledge and experience you've gained. You don't need 10 years to gain experience. If I can do 100 deals in 1 year versus somebody doing 100 deals in 10 years, age is not going to play the role. It's the experience, it's the number of deals that's going to play the role.
And Rashika, I still remember that discussion, when you were joining real estate. I was talking to Lakshay, and he asked me, Mr. Raman, who is going to buy a house from Lashika?
Okay, he said that? Okay.
Yeah. Kamal, this is what the discussion we had. And I think his concern was genuine. And this is the biggest concern most of the youngsters, most of their parents, they might have. But to all the parents, to all the youngsters, guys, I have brought, and there were too many people in the lineup today. Kamal, I had actually made a presentation, but I was not feeling like I should bring that presentation because this discussion was so interesting. And actually, it was inspiring me. And I was thinking, you know what? I was late when I started my real estate career. These guys are going to do amazing by the time they are like 35. They are going to own big companies out there at that time.
Yes.
Am I right?
Absolutely. That's our goal. That's what we're working towards.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I love to see the way Lashika is handling managing a big team. And of course, she's actively involved in the corporate team as well. She managed that such an 3,000, 4,000, and actually 7,000 people event. She handles Krish, who is the most notorious kid in our family. She takes all my anger and all my, my tantrums.
So now you're disclosing that fatherly figure I always had in my life, who kept guiding me always in the right direction, is none other than Mr. Raman himself. That's another blessing that I feel I have with me in my life. Do you remember, Mr. Raman, you used to tease me, beta pad le, jitni accounting karni hai kar le, you will end up being a realtor. So I think more than it was my goal, it was your goal to make sure that I'm choosing this profession, and I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, Kamal.
So,
I don't want to say too much onto it. I want your message for the parents and for the youngsters. What do you think?
see, Raman, I have been meeting so many people. In fact, I have been meeting parents who are realtors. I have been meeting some young kids. Even yesterday, I met someone who is again the same age bracket of say 20 to 25. So I strongly believe that someone who is aspiring to be an entrepreneur definitely come and at least talk with us, and even the parents out there, it's no harm in discussing couple of career opportunities what real estate can provide or can offer to your kid. And we are here, we our I mean your my number or maybe Raman or other people are there to assist you, to guide you how we can go about it. And definitely, like, because the way we see, this country is one of the best country, this profession, this industry is one of the best industry to be in any way you look at it. So I believe that you can always give it a thought as a parent, and even the youngsters out there, you can always give it a chance, come and discuss with us. Maybe there is something lying for you, and you might be missing all the way.
And I would say, especially for females, a lot of people say that there is no start time, there is no end time in this profession, you have to work 24/7. But I feel I am my own boss. Like, I can decide my hours, I can start when I want to start. Yes, I do work late because I have my personal goals which I want to fulfill. If I just want to do a 9 to 5 job, that's easy, I believe. Not that everyone who's doing it, it's I know they have their own challenges. But if I want to be somebody who people know, if I want to set an example, then yes, I have to put in those hours, and I love doing it. So there's no such thing that it's very complicated for females, you can't balance it. Yes, there are ups and downs, there are some certain times when I want to be with my family, but I also have something to work about. But there are also times when I am with my family and the work is still being handled. I don't have to apply for a day off. I don't have to make sure my manager is approving my day off. If my family is visiting from India, I am not working for 3 weeks. I am with them. I'm giving them the time, because rest of the entire of the year, I know how I can cover those hours. So this is a very good profession to be in if you want to manage it completely and have the control in your own hand.
And that's so true, Lashika. So all the youngsters who are looking for a career, who are looking for a dream to be fulfilled, and who feel that they are directionless, I would definitely strongly recommend to get in touch with Kamal. Maybe, and even to the parents. I remember Harsimran Sira. I remember Utsav Kohli. I remember Lashika. Uh, I remember all these like youngsters like Fazal. Karan is another example in our team. This 25, 26-year-old guy, he owns one of the Save Max brokerage now, and he is one of the youngest entrepreneur. Or I would say, if I go and look at the record all across the country, I won't be surprised to see him as the youngest broker of record in the country. Am I right or wrong? Come on, we should check that track record.
No, I strongly believe, yeah, I strongly believe that he is really energetic and doing amazing. Yeah.
So, Lashika,
Yes.
I didn't even realize it's 105.
That's a wonderful
What's
session.
your message to young girls who are aspiring, who to look towards a career which can give them the flexibility of the hours, which can give them a dream to grow unlimited, and which can bring them into the league of the entrepreneurship? What is your message to them?
My message to them again is, have higher expectations from yourself. Don't underestimate you. Don't something just because you're a female, you're a girl, don't let that stop you, that you cannot become an entrepreneur just because you're a girl. No, we can do a lot of things. I strongly feel that we have the power. I would say a lot of power, or power more than men, to balance multiple things at the same time. We are designed to multitask. We can handle the stress. We can do a lot more than a male person can do. So don't let this one thing stop you, that you're a female, you can't put countless hours. Yes, you can put countless hours. Yes, you can balance your family plus your work, and you can be a successful entrepreneur. And especially in a profession like real estate, where you have the control in your hand. Yes, being young is a little bit difficult sometimes, but it's more difficult for a young guy. People don't trust young guys, but people do trust young girls. So use that to your advantage.
Now, Lashika, it is more of I think platform gives you a lot of support, a lot of help.
Absolutely.
And when Lakshya asked me that question, I actually promised him at that time that Lakshya, you watch, she is gonna be one of the most successful, not one of the most successful. She's going to be the most successful youngsters, female, all across the country.
Oh,
And
wow. Thank
I,
you.
I know you have potential, you have capabilities, and the way you are leading the new development team, the way you are coordinating everything, I feel proud of you. And keep up the good work and keep inspiring others. That's very, very important in life, Lashika.
Thank
If
you.
any single person get inspiration from you and they get a good track of their life, there is nothing better than that. And this is a strong message to all the young boys and girls out there. I know you guys want to look cool. I know you guys want to drive fancy cars, have those fancy glasses and all that stuff. This is the way you can impress others. This is the way you can leave an impression on the world and can show your strength, your power as a youngsters. Don't go into the wrong ways where you want to become a macho man. No, you can become a macho man by being successful,
Absolutely.
because that is going to make your parents feel proud, and you will become a role model. You don't become a role model by becoming a gangster. You don't become a role model by becoming a drug dealer. You become a role model if you think like an entrepreneur. And I feel proud when I see these youngsters working under SaveMax banner and having the thought process of becoming an entrepreneur. And this is what is a strong message to all the young guns out there. You want to show your macho man, you want to show your coolness, come and become a success story. And you will see word is following you. So thank you, Lasika.
See, Kamal, how the mentorship really matters. I have a goal. As I was saying, that yes, in my head, I say I want to be one of the top ones in Canada. But just right now, he said his expectations for me is to become the best in the world. So now, somewhere, somehow, because he's my mentor, he has kept his entered the thought into my mind, and now I have to work towards that goal, and that motivates me every day. So having the right mentor, having right people by your side, also pushes you a lot to do what you can do.
Mentor, when raises the bar, actually he pulls you out of that comfort zone, and actually you achieve it.
Absolutely.
I'm a firm believer of that. Good.
Yeah. And Mr. Raman Lakshmi sold his house and bought his new house through me at that time.
I know.
Is he having any choice, Lashika?
Good
At
choice.
that time. Right now, we don't. Of course, he doesn't have any choice now. But we're talking about back a few years ago when he had that doubt. He chose me as his realtor.
That's great. Thank you very much, guys. And I want to mention one of my very close friend, a brother, Deepak Mana, who is joining us from Calgary as well. I can see Aarti Joshi there. I can see Kanika. She's joining us from India. And today there are a lot many people, Kamal, who joined us from India. I think this was because of some video on YouTube. There's a lot of people who are joining us from there. Thank you very much, Ravish Kumar, for putting up that interview together on YouTube. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and we wish you good luck. And I know the way you are spreading the message, you are spreading the positivity, and you are spreading the entrepreneurship out there. There are a lot many people who are going to get inspired with his videos as well. Thank you, Ravish, for that amazing experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, Kamal, 30 seconds. I know today I wanted to go a little bit longer because these youngsters, they are spreading such a wonderful message, and I did not want to stop them. We have a liberty in our hand that we can extend the show 10, 15 minutes. And I thought, you know what, we will do it today. So 30 seconds for you to give your message.
So my message is again very loud and clear. Just get in touch with us. Even, I mean, anyone like parents out there, youngsters out there. Number to reach me is 416-333-8747. Trust me, we are looking to expand even with youngsters as an entrepreneurs. We have a lot of opportunities for them if they are into industry, or even if they are not into industry. We can have a lot of multiple venues where they can see themselves growing as an entrepreneur. So I would repeat my number, 416-333-8747, and we have opportunities across the country. And under our global expansion plan, we are even expanding to India and US to start with. So anywhere right now, we are all open. So you can just get in touch with us.
That's great. So Lashika, 30 seconds, your message, please.
My message in 30 seconds would be, Mr. Raman, it's not about having ideas, it's about making them happen. So a lot of us have ideas. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to drive a fancy car, I want to have a penthouse unit, but you have to work towards that. And becoming an entrepreneur, getting into the business, getting into the right profession with right set of people is very important. So get out there, talk to right people, join right people, and you can definitely do it.
Thanks, Ashika.
Thank you.
I think the video got frozen because I don't see Mr. Raman live right now. Anything on your end, Lashika?
I can see you, but I think his part is frozen. Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I think let's say bye, because I don't see anything live stream here. Yeah.
I think let's give it a second. I think he'll join back. He's back. Okay.
Sorry, guys. I think we have lost the connection too, and but not to worry. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us for today's session, and thank you all these youngsters for sending out the message loud and clear. Real estate is the field for you to become an entrepreneur, and of course, we can help you out into that. You can reach out to Kamal 416-333-8747, and stay safe, stay healthy. That is very, very important. And don't forget to fulfill your dreams. If you have a dream to become an entrepreneur, of course, you can get in touch with Kamal. Thanks, guys, and have a fun-filled weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.